So today we'll be taking a look at a story with Natalya and Sasha Banks, AJ Styles and Omos, as well as former Retribution member speaking out on why she rejected the group. Let's start things off with AJ Styles and Omos because this situation is very weird and a lot of fans are quickly catching on. So AJ Styles and Omos had a huge win at WrestleMania 37 for the WWE Raw Tag Team titles. AJ Styles became a WWE Grand Slam champion with that title win, and it was also a big deal for Omos because he won WWE Gold in his first ever matchup, not something that a lot of WWE superstars can do. So it was a big win, and even though they're a heel team, the fans still love them. They're a very entertaining act together. The only problem here is that the new WWE Raw Tag Team champions haven't made a single appearance since the night that they won the titles at WrestleMania. We're going on 4 weeks since WrestleMania, and Raw hasn't had their tag team champions on the show in 4 weeks. This hasn't gone unnoticed either. Everyone is talking about AJ Styles and Omos, just wondering why there hasn't been anything for the new champions to do over the last 4 weeks. Not even a single appearance just to celebrate their title win. No backstage promo acknowledgement from the commentators or anything like that at all. So it's been very strange, and it's been something that the fans are trying to figure out. Are they sick? Are they injured? Is something wrong? No one really seems to know. The most recent report claimed that Raw isn't missing anyone and that everyone is healthy. So everyone that's missing is most likely creative related. That brings us to the other big missing stars like Bray Wyatt. We're massive fans of Bray Wyatt here on the channel. He's one of the very few truly entertaining and intriguing characters in WWE. He's a mastermind and a storytelling genius. Nothing but love for his work and his creative mind. But his current WWE direction and The Fiend's WWE direction is just all over the place, and it's hard to predict where they're going, and if they even have the slightest clue of where they're taking him next. So Bray Wyatt's absence also seems to be a creative related issue as well. There's some rumors and theories online from fans that say, well, maybe Bray Wyatt is involved with everything going on with Alexa Bliss and Lily, so that's where their full focus is right now. And it's a good theory. Everything going on with Alexa Bliss and Lily is great as well. Grateful that we still at least have Alexa, but Bray is still deeply missed. What was even the point of bringing back the Firefly Funhouse for 1 week if Bray Wyatt was gonna vanish into thin air again? So that's what seems to be going on right now with those 3 big missing names from Raw: AJ Styles, Omos, and Bray Wyatt. We'll see if WWE comes up with anything for them to do in the coming weeks. So if you can think back to when Retribution had their first official reveal, then you'll likely recall the fact that there was originally 2 women in the group. It was Mia Yim and Mercedes Martinez. Mercedes was in the ring on Raw during that episode where Retribution opened up Raw with the reveal of their masks. However, Mercedes Martinez was never seen again in Retribution after that first week. There's a lot of rumors surrounding Mercedes' disappearance from the group. WWE reportedly handpicked her for the group and even had her Retribution name ready to go as well. But it was Mercedes who stepped back and realized that even though this was technically a main roster call-up, it may not be what it seems, and that's what led Mercedes to approach WWE about requesting a removal from the group and going back to NXT. Of course, now looking back at what Retribution did, which was nothing at all, it's clear that Mercedes made an absolute brilliant decision to see the writing on the wall and get away from that train wreck as early as she did. Mercedes recently spoke with Daily DDT to talk about why she forcefully removed herself from Retribution. She had this to say: "I have to always put forth what is great for my career now. I can't look in the future. I don't know what could happen in the future. I have to take the opportunity and what is best for Mercedes Martinez's career at the moment. With Retribution, I took the opportunity, but it wasn't the right opportunity, and it didn't feel right in my heart to be there. With the Retribution members, I praise them and wish them all the best. They're doing what they have to do. For me, on a personal level, it wasn't the right opportunity for me. I took it, it felt off, and I wanted something for right now so people can see what Mercedes Martinez can do now. Longevity is the name of the game. With Retribution, as much as I love the opportunity, and I'm blessed to have it It wasn't for me, and we all agreed. Mercedes went on to say how she's not getting any younger and felt like it wasn't the real move for her. Mercedes has to be extremely happy with her decision more than ever right now when she looks back at what Retribution ended up being. Ali is back to being lost in the shuffle. Mia Yim and Slapjack are on their way to SmackDown, while T-Bar and Mace are teaming on Raw. There are still some unanswered questions like why are T-Bar and Mace still using the names that Ali gave them if they hate Ali? But other than that, Mercedes ended up making a genius call by removing herself out of Retribution. Natalya was recently a guest on the Out of Character podcast and revealed a lot of stories from her Hall of Fame-worthy career to her day-to-day life. One of the things Natalya touched on was private footage she has of some long training matches with Sasha Banks and others. Natalya had this to say about this topic. We always had a dream of opening our own wrestling school because we love teaching and being around the industry. During the pandemic, we didn't have live events. We found a way to get a ring and we got a warehouse. There is so much passion in that building. Sasha Banks would drive 2 hours to come train with me on Monday nights. We would set a timer. When I speak about passion, Sasha has to be recognized. For no reason, even when she didn't have a match at WrestleMania. This is way before that. Once TJ and I got our ring, she would drive a couple hours, get in the ring, and our goal was to wrestle for 1 hour straight. We'd turn the timer on and build up from 45 minutes. Imagine a 45-minute women's match. We did it nonstop, no break. She has so much passion. But without a ring, it's hard to find resources. It is by invite only because I want to be with people who share the same passion as me. I want to train and learn from them. Everyone has seen the changes in Lana. She'll come in, fly in from LA, and just train. Natalya also revealed that there is footage of some of these long private training sessions and matches, but it's still unknown if it'll ever be released to the public. There are a few images of Sasha and Natalya training together, but the actual footage of these 45-minute long matches have yet to be publicly released. Natalya revealed that training with her in the ring is by invite only because she wants to work with those who are on the same passion level as she is. And she complimented Sasha Banks for being one of the dedicated and passionate superstars on the main roster. And Sasha proved that to her with those hour-long matches that they have during those private training sessions. So just a very cool fact that Natalya revealed. But what are your thoughts on today's stories? Leave your comments. Don't forget to subscribe with all notifications on and leave a like if you enjoyed. Thanks for watching, guys.